Hey everybody, what's a podcast without a little bit of shameless self-promotion? We're not above it by any means. Check out our TeePublic store at www.teepublic.com/stores/miscast-commentary, or you can look up the link on Twitter or our website, anything like that. Visit now and pick out any of our shirts, and you can get 25% off your entire order by using the promo code HOLIDAYCOOL, all one word. So use the promo code HOLIDAYCOOL at teepublic.com. Buy some of our shirts. I'm wearing our Happy Life Day shirt right now. It's a good one. It's actually selling quite well. Make sure to check us out, teepublic.com. Support the show by buying a t-shirt or cell phone case or mug or pillow, anything. They put the designs on anything. So make sure to go check that out, teepublic.com.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary, Coming Attractions episode. I'm Joe Findlay. Todd missing today. He is out at sea. And I know what most of you are saying. Hey guys, it's really cold up there in Canada right now. How can he possibly at sea? Isn't all the water frozen? You know, you're right. I think he might be bullshitting me. I don't think he's a sailor at all. If you guys have spotted him on the streets or you've been a John to him or any of those things, reach out to us at podcast@miscastcommentary.com. I got to get to the bottom of this. He may need our help. Or he's working on a boat in a beautiful place and he just tells us it's tough. So he can look all blue collar and shit like that. But really, you know, he's like one of those love boat motherfuckers. We're going to get to the bottom of this, but not today. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time again because it's just me, just a little me here. But a few things to talk about. I went and saw Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald this week. I have been off this week and managed to go and catch a matinee. And first impressions, knowing Fantastic Beasts isn't Harry Potter. It's not as good. So you go in with that expectation and you know that, and then you move on. I tried to do the same thing with The Hobbit. The Hobbit still wasn't quite as good. Still didn't even quite match the lower bar that I gave it, but whatever, that's fine. You try not to compare it to the original things, and I mean, that's always what's going to happen. But in this case, I enjoyed the movie. The time went quite fast for me, but I found myself going like, what's happening a bunch during this movie. I don't want to obviously give anything away. They would just go from kind of plot point to plot point, and it would just be like, hey, this is happening. Whoa. Hey, this is happening. Whoa. And I know that now this is the movie that now lays the groundwork for all the future movies. So I get that. And I allow for that. And a lot of the stuff that was happening in this movie was pretty cool. But the movie in itself, like, it's not a very good self-contained movie. That's all I got to say about it. I urge you to go check it out, form your own opinion, maybe email in or catch us on Twitter and let us know what you thought about the movie. It seems like everything's obviously going to pay off, but yeah, this was just one of those movies where it just kind of, it happened. And I think that it will probably end up better if the payoffs work out in the future movies. Then this movie will come off better at that point. But at this point, it's kind of, well, we'll let history decide at this point. But I did enjoy my theater-going experience. I did have to poop during the movie, which is a very rare thing. I know it's happened twice during this show, but that's not this particular episode, but during the show in general. And yeah, I never, ever at the theater get up and go to the washroom. I'll drink that giant pop or soda, depending on where you're at, and I will let time stand still, and I will just be sitting there, legs crossed, probably crying out urine, which is probably what helps ease the pressure a little bit, but I will not get up. But this time was one of those like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen if I don't get up and leave right now. And then when I got up, I was literally at the furthest theater from the washrooms, and I was like, oh no, and like just like a little weird waddle speed walk kind of thing was going on, and I don't know, my life's pathetic, that's all I gotta say. But apparently I did leave at the ideal moment because I didn't miss a whole lot of anything, and I was nice and quick, which is not always the case. I'm really glad I'm sharing this information with you. I don't even have my best friend across from me where it's like, oh, no problem, it's just me and him having an old buddy talk that other people are listening in on. Now I'm just literally just telling you about my bowel habits. Sorry. Yeah, so that's enough about that. Talk about the box office this weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends. We hope your day was awesome. We speak to you from the past in Canada because we already had Thanksgiving a month ago, motherfuckers. It was awesome. I ate so much turkey for days. And Canadian turkey. So like Mitt lost some of its teeth playing hockey and shit. You get it. But yeah, anyways, that box office. Yeah, with Wreck-It Ralph and Creed 2 kicking ass at the box office, both of which setting records on their own, and it was just hell of a weekend. I didn't manage to catch either of those movies yet, but I plan on catching both, so you'll hear more about that in the future, I suppose, when Todd's back and life is grand. But enough about movies that are out in the theater. Let's talk about movies that were out in the theater decades ago, because that's what we do here. Todd and I have begun our Christmas tradition of December movies. I know that December is almost upon us. By the time some of you are listening to this episode, it may already be December. You're lucky sons of bitches because you're already into the month. You're counting down to Christmas. So are we. And we are going to do that by continuing a Christmas tradition. I don't care that during his own roast he said his movie was not a Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Fuck you, Bruce Willis. You should have got roasted by funnier people if you wanted to tell us that Die Hard wasn't a Christmas movie. Maybe I would have listened more. Maybe Greg Giraldo shouldn't have died or whatever. Seriously, he got roasted by Ed Norton and stuff. I mean, it was cool, but it's not, old school. All those people are too cool now to roast. But I digress. We're continuing the story. More Christmas, more winter, more William Sadler. Die Hard 2. Die Harder. Listen hard now. Not harder, though, because you can pop an eardrum. Take a listen to the trailer.
Emergencies. We are in a code yellow.
Instrument landing system is down.
Backup systems won't come up.
Every system's dead.
These guys shut us down.
Attention all controllers. We have a code red alert. We just bought maybe 2 hours. After that, those planes low on fuel aren't going to be circled. They're going to be dropping on the White House lawn.
I want every officer recalled and assembled in body armor with full weaponry in the motor pool in 5 minutes. It's time to kick it.
Our SWAT team's gone.
Well, maybe they're just a little bit more creative than you think.
Start looking for a new miracle.
Who the hell is this?
We don't need a loose cannon on this deck.
You get the hell out of my office before I throw you out of my damn airport.
You're the wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Story of my life.
They say lightning doesn't strike twice.
That's how I spent Christmas last year.
They were wrong.
McLean, is this what you were expecting?
Nah, this is just the beginning.
Bruce Willis, Die Hard 2. Die Harder.
Okay, so that's it. We are going to listen to the sequel. Well, you're going to listen to the sequel. We're actually going to watch it with our peepers. I want you to join with us and put it on, throw on your headphones and watch us in the background or listen to us in the background. You know what senses you're using for what entertainment. You don't need me to tell you. I'm not your mom. Does your mom tell you when to use your senses? My mom tells me. It's fucking horrible. So we're going to leave it at that this week. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Miscast Podcast, at Instagram at Miscast Commentary. Check us out our website at www.miscastcommentary.com and check out some, the cool news and all that kind of stuff that's happening there. You can find information on us and stuff about our t-shirts and all that kind of great stuff. Just a general way to connect with us. Make sure you reach out. We love to hear from you guys. You can follow me on Twitter at JKFinley. You can follow Todd on Twitter at MiscastTodd. I want you to do it, and he doesn't tweet. It doesn't happen. I've taught him how to tweet. I've set up his phone so he could tweet even when he doesn't have internet connection and stuff like that, and he still doesn't do it. He's like, oh man, I think of these funny things, and I've got nobody to tell. And I'm like, tell the fucking world, tweet him, and he doesn't do it. So we're getting there. I'm going to get him there. I'm going to push him over this technological line if it kills both of us, and that'll probably be the way our series ends, by the way. You'll just hear my wife come on one day and just be like, oh yeah, by the way, Joe's dead. No more Miscast Commentary. But we're not there yet. We're still alive. Todd's not tweeting, but follow him anyways. And maybe if he starts getting more followers, he'll get up off his ass and he'll tweet. I'm always tweeting. Maybe too much. but that's fine. You can follow me. So you know the places to check us out. You know where to find us to listen to us because you're listening right now, so you know how to listen to us next week. So what we want you to do now is tell some friends about us. Say, hey, you know that podcasts exist? They're like, oh yeah, of course, like WTF and how did this get made? And there's that new Conan one. By the way, guys, go check out that new Conan one after us. But go check out Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. It's a fun podcast so far. Anyways, tell them about that. And they're like, oh yeah, we know all about podcasts. And you're like, yeah, but you don't know about the podcast. And you tell them, listen to Miscast Commentary. And then I want them to go, hey, Joe and Todd, this is via Twitter or whatever, my friend so-and-so Darnell or Tristina or Grafrau or any of the new ones, they told me about Miscast Commentary. And I listened to it, and my life changed. I decided to go square zero, killed my whole family, and now it's just me in my cell with some headphones that I snuck in up my butt, and I'm listening to Miscast Commentary. Thank you so much. You know, that kind of thing. I don't want you to thank us. Don't do that. But we would like to hear from you if you're just enjoying the show and stuff like that. Or if you're not enjoying the show. I don't mind hearing that. I probably do. I'm probably way more thin-skinned than I'm letting on right now. Any which way, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from more people. We want to hear from people who've never heard from us before and are hearing from us for the first time. So that's why you got to spread the word, you know? You don't have a listening party with friends and go, hey, let's all get together and watch the movie and do that thing, unless everybody is downloading the podcast on their own individual phone so that I can see each one of you. Like, whoa, 5 people in this one tiny town. They all listened on this day. I'm going to think that the odds are that they didn't all go and they were doing that in their own house. They all sat in one room together, eating chips out of a runaway's skull. I don't know what the fuck you guys do. If you're weird enough to listen to my podcast, you're awesome enough to eat out of a skull. So until next week, I bid you a fond farewell. Go back to last year, listen to our Die Hard episode. My wife co-hosted that with me. You can count on my wife again co-hosting for our December 25th bonus episode. We will announce that at a later date, what we're going to be doing, but we promise you will enjoy it. And we actually have a hometown connection to it, and we are going to share that at that beautiful, appropriate time. But for now, Die Hard 2. Die harder. Join us harder. Are you getting harder? I'm getting softer. Not there. I mean, that's still reasonable, but it's as good as it's ever going to get, I guess. But, you know, the rest of me, softer. I'm poking like, you know, I'm wearing my Happy Life Day shirt from our TeePublic store, and I'm like, oh, I probably should have ordered a size larger, and then I'm like, oh, maybe it's not a size larger. I'm a size larger. Maybe we gotta sort this out together, folks. This is what happens when I get a Thanksgiving before you guys. I get a head start on being fat, so we'll work on that. And we hope to see you all out there next week when we do Die Hard 2. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Bye-bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast media production.